Now, I'm sure as avid listeners to this show and Balls Visual Radio in general, you are quite aware of what the Unogwaja challenge is all about. Now, of course, it's getting bigger and better every single year. And we are joined from Exeter in the UK, the Stoff. Have I got that right, the Stoff?
Yes, you've got it right, unfortunately.
It is Chris McEnroy, who is John's dad, and has also been very instrumental, the Stoff, in terms of what the Unogwaja is all about.
Well, it is, but it all happened without me even. I think I was conned in the beginning because John said to me, just come over for a trip. This is organized. This is what's happening. And a week later I arrived and my life's not been the same ever since.
Well, you know, with the pounds that you have, the Stoff, it always helps us a little bit down over here in the little republic so that, you know, we can maybe, you know, afford 1 or 2 tires if we have any breakdowns.
I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Now, listen, the 2015 challenge, we're going to go through the team in a short while. I know there are lots of people waiting in anticipation to see whether or not they've made the grade. I mean, this is an incredibly prestigious event to be even considered for.
Yeah, it's a different event. It's one like no event I've ever come across, in that it's not just a question of being physically up and joining and training and you do it and you tick it off. It's actually an event that has an effect on your life and of those around you. And I think the selection, even that process is quite different, quite thorough. You're committing to something that your life changes. It really does. And people are quite lucky because not many people get this opportunity in their entire lifetimes.
Yeah, that is, I couldn't have said it better. What are some of the criteria in order to be selected for this challenge?
I think first and foremost, you've got to be able to be a team player. You've got to be able to work with different people around you. You've got to want to inspire and change attitudes. It's not just a cycle. The cycle is the easy part. I always remember John being relieved when he got on his bike because he didn't have to think about anything else but cycling. You need people who can work together and who've got a dream, who've got the heart to do this. So, you know, the statistic that always absolutely intrigues me is we arrive at Comrades and usually about 3,000-4,000 people every year do not complete Comrades.
Yeah.
We arrive there after cycling for 10 days and we've had one person who hasn't completed Comrades, and even that was actually very unlucky.
Yeah.
You become mentally strong. It just changes you. It's very hard to explain, but it is just something that changes your life.
Well, I must say, I mean, over the past few months, speaking to the likes of John and speaking to Joff and all of the other guys, Tyre and everyone about the Unogwaja, I mean, it is definitely a life-changing experience. And I just want to let Daisy down a little bit. Daisy, just come in the picture here so that John can see you. Because I know she put her application in, but she clearly is not a team player and wouldn't really, unfortunately wouldn't make
this
the
is
grade.
Such a lie. Don't listen
Wouldn't
to these
make
lies.
Sasha, if she entered, trust me, I would have entered.
Do you want to go? I haven't announced the team.
No, I know. We haven't
No,
announced
I
the team
just
yet.
knew I wasn't in the same caliber as all the other people. I stood no chance to make the team.
Yeah, but there is...
Put your application in and I'll vote for you.
All right. The Stoff. Listen, how did you get this name, the Stoff?
It's so simple. Christopher.
Oh, Christopher.
And then the Stoff, and then I'm probably a bit of a dinosaur, I think. So, they then, I've sort of become Easthoff, which is a bit,
You're not that much of a fossil. I'm not far behind you, that's for sure. That's for sure.
No, we're both good looking. That's the main thing.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. I didn't want to bring it up on this side and then get called an arrogant Stoffel.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Is that Joff with you?
Yes, Joffy's here.
How you, Stoff?
Joffy, very good. May I tell a story about Joff?
Yes, tell us a story.
No.
Yes, tell us a story.
It just sums up the application process and all the rest. Joff got on, and he was called Sick Note because I've never known more parts of the body to ache that he discovered than any man I know. But
There's nothing wrong with a little
Well,
bit
I
of
mean,
pain.
listen, he is Greek, you know.
Sash, you should have seen our physios. They were hot. I needed some love.
Sasha, we are now cycling along on the second day, and he signals me in the car to come alongside. I get alongside him, and he says, I've got a bone to pick with you. He didn't use very choice language, and I
Yes.
will not, and he said, why the did you accept my application? What am I doing on this thing? He was in a very poor shape, and he epitomizes all that Unogwaja is. He gritted his teeth. He just did it. And I
Phenomenal.
can't think of a better man to epitomize the struggle that lies ahead.
Well, I tell you, he comes from very good genes. So that explains Joff quite a bit. I think I think it is time, because I know there are people all over the world who are waiting to hear the 12 names who are going to represent Unogwaja in 2015. I'm assuming you do have the list over there with you and the countries that they represent.
I have it all for you. I'm happy to read it out. If perhaps I could just pay tribute to all who applied first.
Yes.
I wish we could take all the people who have applied. It's one of the sadder things, having to say no to people. And it is not an easy process, because every single person had a reason for applying and had a good claim to stake. Having said that, I would like to read the names out.
Excellent. All right.
Number 1, Sasha. Oh, sorry, wrong list.
Yes, baby!
Right, on a serious note, Nato Amaral, Brazil. Dave Belair's, South Africa. Nikki Eckstein, South Africa. Martin Hewlett, England. Stephen Ifland, South Africa. Rodrigo João, Brazil. Marcel Joubert, South Africa. Alessandro Muknika, Brazil, USA. Miguel Neto, South Africa. Nicole Parfit, South Africa.
Yippee!
Darren Povey, South Africa. Craig Wiseman, Australia. The non-travelling reserves, Gary Bannatyne, South Africa. Peter Grenou, South Africa.
Well, listen, let's give everyone a round of applause. The staff, just to let you know, we actually have Nicole Parfit in the studio. She's been chewing her lovely nails the whole time. She's looks a little bit overwhelmed. Nicole, close to the microphone there. Your name has been read out. Give us the feeling.
Hi, staff. I'm completely overwhelmed. I'm actually trying to fight the tears back. I actually don't know what to say. I'm thrilled. I'm so happy to have even been considered to be part of the journey. I followed this year's quite closely with Trevor and Duff, and it just inspired me. And I think it's amazing that I'm going to be given the same chance as they did. So thank you. It's amazing. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm also in tears now.
I'll hold you.
Go, Joff.
I'm just very worried that her entry in has been influenced by Joff, because
Look
more
how
headaches for me. But
Look what I did with Trevor. Trevor came through perfectly fine.
I must be fair. The people you advised do a lot better than you did. I must be fair.
Thanks,
I'll
Doc.
try to do
appreciate
better
that.
than he did as well. Don't worry, I'll do my best.
Now, Stoff, have you guys decided on the support crew, the support team? When will this be announced, so that everyone sort of starts working as a team as soon as possible?
The support applications, there have been applications. The process is ongoing.
Okay.
I have been in touch with some. It will now not be long. The support crew, just to touch on that, is, again, it is so hard. So many good people who I would like nothing more than take with us. But we need very specialist skills: physios, bike mechanics, medical skills, which was highlighted this year after, finding
German,
it was in the middle of nowhere on the road. So, photography, the film crew. So it's also a question of making sure we cover all those bases. Now that the team's announced, there are one or two who did apply to be Unogwajas themselves, who I'm hoping will be on the support crew. But very quickly, we will make an announcement, I hope through yourselves.
Sure.
And what we might do, if there are one or two positions that have not been filled, just leave them open just for now, but actually get everyone, as you said, then knowing and the whole team in place. So I would think within the next couple of weeks, we will follow with the support crew announcement.
Wonderful stuff, Stoff. Listen, thank you for taking the time out of your very, very busy Friday afternoon schedule. And announcing this team, I'm sure everyone will be informed in the next couple of minutes via the whole Unogwaja team. And I'm sure there's going to be tremendous excitement as everybody starts getting themselves ready for 2015.
Sasha, may I conclude and say thank you to you, to Balls Radio, for having the balls to back us.
Sure.
And, it is great. What we try and do is meaningful, and it is an experience, and for being prepared to take a view and share it with us, my sincere thanks.
It is our pleasure, and look forward to chatting to you in the coming months as well. Thanks a lot.
I look forward to it as well.
All right. Thank you very much. There we
Cheers,
go.
guys.
Cheers.
Just Stoff.
Bye,
The
Stoff.
Stoff. There we go.
What
telling
a
us-
legend.
Legend, eh? Legend.
Damn.
And announcing the team, and one of those members is in the studio with us as well, Nicole Parfitt. Nicole, as you say, you followed it quite closely this year. You know Joff.
Yeah.
I mean, this must be something pretty damn cool to look forward to.
It is, Sasha, and it's just like there's 100 thoughts going through my head of like, where do I start? What's first? Where, my teammates, I can't wait to meet them. I think that's going to be the most amazing thing. And just the whole journey that we're going through and the amount of people we hope to inspire on it. I think that's
Phenomenal.
the biggest thing. And as long as we just keep remembering why we're doing this, it's quite strange to chat to this stuff, because one of the questions on the application process was, what do you understand by the stuff? And it was just, everyone just told me, whatever he says, you just do. So it was my first interaction with him. So I think it's going to be very cool.
That's amazing. And Joff, you got to be on the thing. I mean, you got to be the support there, and if anything, just sitting in the car and watching them struggle
For 10 days. Again, it's not that much fun sitting in the car, but look, Stoff is entertaining. He is.
Yeah.
But I'd like to do it again. I need to chat to him. I've got one or two ideas for support crew, see what he thinks, and we're going to take it from there.
Oh,
Watch them go through. Day 11 for me is always the fun part.
Yeah, I can imagine. There we go. Listen, Nicole, thanks for coming through here this afternoon, and Joff, thanks for bringing Nicole through, and congratulations for making the team, and to all of the other lucky people who have made it as well. For those who didn't make it this time, you know what? There's always another chance in 2016. So carry on going, and we definitely will be behind you guys all the way. I mean, I'm really looking forward to 2015.
Thanks
Thanks,
so much.
Sash. And like Stoff said, thanks for getting behind them.
No, definitely. There we go. The Unogwaja Challenge 2015. The team has been announced. We will keep you updated on Balls, of course, right from now until it starts and until it ends.
Gears on balls.co.za with Sasha Martinengo and Daisy Fensham. Weekdays 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.